Season 2, never. No anime, no life. The anime was so good. Where's season 2? You can just print money if you release a season 2. Where's season 2? I don't wanna read. Season reading 2 is for chump. Oh gee! Who? Great name from the rest, but a cover to put up with a 3-episode test. One of the strangest animes I've watched in a while, only for its constant comparison to No Game No Life. Yet, I haven't seen or heard a single person talk about this anime at all. Liar Liar promises an interesting premise of a society ruled by games. The anime should have been interesting enough to at least scour for reaction images. The girls are cute, there's a maid, chess anyone? But how are you gonna have chess on the cover and not even play chess? And in reading the synopsis, it's a zero to instantly hero kind of plot, which has become a staple of every single anime nowadays. Everything surrounding this anime should have been a red flag. Just looking at the main character gave me the ick. But I ignored my gut feeling, desperate for games of words and trickery. Unfortunately, it did not deliver on the former. The first episode was a glimpse into what could have been, presenting us with a cocky main character, but not really. A secondary main character who holds a high position in school, but like, not really. After flashing relevant characters because they have actual designs, and sitting through a terrible opening, we can finally get back to the show, but wait, we have to go through a lengthy exposition scene that explains why we're here. Information that is presented in the most boring way possible. Flat design circa 2013-2023, we flash back to our two focused characters of the show, Shinohara and whoever this is. Both get into a situation and then get into an altercation, which they settle with a rather interesting staring contest game that shows how the rules operate. And okay, she has a sword, and the main character wins because she gets wet. His reward for beating the red character is a red star that allows him to lie, but it's more of the concept to own lies, and cue the rest of the show's premise that everything is according to Keihaku. Also that Shinohara is looking for his sister or something, even though he continually complains that he doesn't want to be at this academy. A lot of information is withheld for shock value, but I'm not shocked at all because this is the first episode after all. Liar Liar really stays true to its name, including the lie that the writer was a genius. Sorry bro, everyone lied to you. This anime is anything but genius. If there's one word I would use to describe this anime, it'd be contrived, contrite, contrive, and tribunal. Because I'm put through the trials of sitting for a minute which feels like an hour. Not only are the characters playing a game, but they also have skills which they can apply as buffs or debuffs to cheat the game being played. Remember that staring contest I mentioned before? Well, actually, the turn-based staring contest on hard mode, and the rules goes as follows.
Ready? Like the name suggests, this game is a harder version of a staring contest. In a normal staring contest, you laugh, you lose. But in this one, any reaction's a loss. Those sensors, they're watching your every move, show the slightest twitch of emotion, and it's game over.
And the turn-based part?
Just what it sounds like. You and I'll trade off taking turns throughout. Now, when it's your turn, you're free to make whatever expression you want, free of any penalty. Pull a face, make an impression, do whatever you can to make me react. While it's your turn, you're the attacker. You get 60 seconds and then we switch.
Makes sense. Why don't we get this game started then, huh?
You sure? You haven't even selected an ability yet.
Ability? I really should read the tutorials!
An interesting concept, but it did keep me awake all night just thinking. Imagine, if you will, being forced to play a game you hate, and before every match you have to read the entire terms of service and end user's license agreement, and recite the first 3 words of the 8th paragraph. That's what watching this anime feels like. Every game is highly intricate and lacking any sort of depth. The rules provided are so specific and rigged for the challenger to win, yet undermined in the weirdest way possible, and the solution to winning either hinging on extreme technicalities or being so widely out there in the realm of unrealistic. As I'm sitting watching Shinohara clinch the red star out of his butthole, Liar Liar is nudging me on the shoulder going, "Bet you didn't think of that, huh?" Well, of course I didn't! I thought they were playing chess, and out of nowhere, someone launched an ICBM at me! Even though the TOS said no cheating, there happens to be a lot of it.
ってんじゃねえよ。
何をどうなっているどちらも手札を失った時点でというルールだったはずだぞ
はずって言われても実際こうなってるんだ。お前の記憶が間違ってるか誰かがいじったんじゃないか
Oh, bravo! KINO! Kirito does it again! Getting through one episode felt like a Sisyphean task. Exposition should be framed in a way to not make me sleep while I'm watching. Dang, I'm still on episode 4 and I got what feels like 12 more to go. How convenient, I can just put an episode on 2x speed, just like how convenient Shinohara has the solution to every difficulty put in his face to save him the time to rub 2 brain cells together. The best part of psychological anime is how the main character is going to win, not who's going to win. There's a disconnect between what the characters are feeling and what I'm viewing. Rock, paper, scissors is easy to manipulate, but this game of Hotel Mario eats up the runtime, with lengthy explanations that could be used to make these characters not unbelievably boring. There's no nuance to their personalities or actions, nothing to the world as it's just a set piece for convenience. Shinohara gets a whole team of what I presume are geniuses as smart or smarter than him, since he only became the best through an accident, but they only exist for table talk scenes over tea, not coffee. Perhaps the plot was too big for its own good, trying to attempt ideas that were too big. This anime has big shoes to fill, if it's even trying to do that. I didn't feel anything forcing myself to watch this start to finish. Well, I did feel that I was being lied to, that this was the second coming of KINO. Is this show KINO? The designs are pretty cute, but there's barely any fan service. You can't even watch it for the harem aspect because it's non-existent. Can't even goon out over this, so not at all. But you should lie to other people and convince them this show is KINO so more people can talk about it. So I ask again, is this show KINO? Yes, but you should watch the movie instead. It's probably much more coherent. Second season never for either of these shows.